one. Ball incoming.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. 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 Enemy has the ball. Ball reset.
Ball incoming.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Ball reset.
Ball incoming.
The ball. Ball dropped. the ball. Ball dropped. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Enemy team nearing victory. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. 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 Round 2.
Ball incoming.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. 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 Enemy has the ball.
Our game into the open bracket. We'll keep an eye over there, but TSM and Gen.G battling it out on the side station at the moment. Manny, the only player alive for TSM, and although they have the first round of this oddball, it seems as if things are really starting to swing towards Gen.G's favor.
Yeah, this was the match that we talked about constantly here in the Pool A, right? You know, what team is going to come out on top in terms of this matchup? And you know, Gen.G is one of those teams that I think is going to surprise a lot of people. TSM look really solid, and this is their 4 from that world's third place victory back in 2022, I believe it was. But is it enough? Is the spark still there for these guys, right? A lot of people talk about being on a new roster, getting that fresh start. This is not fresh for them. Is it enough to carry them through to a good placing?
That TSM is just 2 down. RyaNoob is controlling the backside. Did he get the stick? No, but the damage not going to be enough. Druk wins a huge fight. And that's going to really prevent Gen.G from being safe on this hold. They're going to have to slay through instead.
Well, looks like the slays are coming out. Common's going to get a kill. He's going to get an assist as well. It's a big win on the bottom of C. He's not going to win that one out. It's 3 down for Gen.G and control of the ball for TSM.
On land, Gen.G undefeated on Streets oddball, whereas TSM, a bit of a rocky history. 1-2 at Arlington on the map.
That's an important statistic to bring up as well. It's like, what has improved since the first land at Arlington? What are they have these teams, even though team changes were, there was a team change for TSM, what have these teams done differently in terms of many game types here? Manny, the player that they brought back onto the roster, a question about him was, you know, is he affected by being dropped as many times as he has been?
I think Manny comes in, he's glad to be playing with his team again, and look at what he's doing for the roster as well. He's sitting at such influence, right? 13 kills, 10 assists.
Yep.
And although his deaths are high, that's sort of what you expect from Manny. He's a player that'll dive in, get into that dirty work. He's always setting up for his slayers. He's one of those pieces where you start to see better performances from your teammates when he's on a team.
Way to victory.
22 points of ball time is going to be what Manny has here, and getting those slays as well. But Gen.G break through everything. They're going to get the lead here in this round number 2. Don't forget, TSM already have 1 round here, so we're jumping into this a little bit later. Let's see what Gen.G is able to do to maintain this lead that they've gained. And it's going to be TSM that rotate that ball directly towards back C. And they'll have space on B as well with this camo out of Manny. The player we're talking about gets the clean up. Gets the clean up at some point. Oh, wow. Not going to happen there. Manny goes down, and so does the camo.
Long reload there. It makes it tough for him. KingNick just had the time to eventually find the way to get that kill. And that was a massive one because TSM, they were very spread out on the map, but they were holding that ball. Once he goes down at B, they don't have that safety valve anymore. They have to drop it. You start to see Gen.G flipping out these spawns, and they're going to start working on this map control.
And it's going to be RyaNoob meticulously picking apart the pieces. Gets that clean kill on the danger side. Cleans up the kill onto SoulSnipe as well. More guaranteed time here for Gen.G as Druk gets the off spawn onto the PD side, and Taulek finds a flank, but he gets taken out as well.
Player just stuck at the back of B, and ooh, big damage. Breakingshot, the only player alive, has to go big. Manny, the one-on-one. He will get the trade out, but it's going to come at the cost of ball. SoulSnipe wasted no time grabbing it, and they're getting this thing tied right on up.
I thought they were all, set up to win this round was Gen.G. They had TSM all spread out. They're getting some solid ball time, but it's going to be a break that allows TSM ball time once again. They'll have the lead in this round number 2 as well, and this couple of kills from Common might solidify them a setup here. Get the kill onto Manny. Manny's caught swinging in the air, and he's going to have to back up because of it.
But that is just a 4-point differential between these two teams, but Common had to go on a unique route to try to find Druk, but Druk heard it, found the route that was being taken, completely shut it down, and with that, it's becoming a way more toxic in this top group. It is fight after fight, and everyone's doing it alone, and it's Taulek that remains the last Spartan standing. It was chaos.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Chaos incarnate on the back of Palms, and that chaos will come to a crawl here for a moment. It is TSM still in the lead, and 4 down for Gen.G. An opportunity now for TSM not only to get that ball and get control, but to get space on the map. It takes them a while to pick that ball up.
Honestly, surprised at how long it took, but look at the track that Gen.G has to go. They're on the farthest spawn possible. They have one good chance at this as we're hitting the 90-second threshold. TSM, they know 1 round of slays, this game's theirs.
Yeah, one off spawner. Mr. SoulSnipe gets the kill in the feed for RyaNoob. It's 94 points and counting here. You see the rotation of the ball player. Not going to be in a position to play this because he just wants to get the rest of the time, and he will. TSM go up 1-0.
And they're just able to wait it out, right? They don't have to worry too much about where they take those engagements because of how that fight came to be. Instead, they're able to take their time, let those players come in. We did see a drop for half a second, but then I think they quickly realized that, no, they don't have the firepower to get in. They picked that ball right up, and by the time they got there, the game was already over.
Well, you can see there's the stats here from that last game. And again, this was Pool A. It is on the B stream here. We're going to be paying attention to this series pretty closely. It is an important one, right? And one that a lot of players or people were talking about between these two teams. And I think TSM looks strong, but there's a lot of holes in that strength, I think, that Gen.G can find and exploit.
They just haven't been able to have the opportunities to go pro in the same way. Diagram's had some stints as pro, and Envy's been waiting for his opportunity. You can tell that they're just so hungry for their chance.
Zoom Doctor, 75% accuracy in that game, by the way. But let's hop over to Gen.G against TSM here. Game number 2, TSM taking the lead by a bit right now. And this
By
is
a bit? That might be the biggest bit I've ever seen. They stormed the beaches of Gen.G. There is nothing for them to work with. RyaNoob finally able to get a pretty big kill onto that Nest side, but even then, Gen.G feel very trapped.
As that beginning, you heard Penguin in the interview earlier, you know, one little solid beginning for a roster, camo and all of that, it can really swing a game, and this is one of those maps that just swing back and forth. We'll see if it happens here. You can also lose a lead very early like you see on a Gen.G, and it turns into something worse. 16-8, the double the lead still in effect.
Breakingshot, the only player alive for Gen.G, stuck in that flower door, and you see Taulek's been patrolling it over on that right side. He's able to clean up that one, and that's going to be probably enough for them to get camo away for free. In between a hard rock and a build, but look at that, Druk just stays alive, and his teammates do the work on the other side.
Do the work. 10-4 out of SoulSnipe. That's insane. I mean, this is just great to see. The boys are back in town is the best way to say it.
Remember, SoulSnipe was the main slayer in the game before as well, and when we looked at his stats, he did not have a good Arlington, and a lot of people expected him to you know, be the player that should have been dropped instead of cherished, and right now you can see he's clearly comfortable. This is a different SoulSnipe.
You'd love to see it too, improvement from tournament to tournament, but Manny's another player we've got to talk about. 7-3. Not only is SoulSnipe more comfortable, but everyone on this TSM roster is more comfortable. These guys have been there, done that. Placing third at Worlds is not an easy feat. These guys have done that. They have been in those situations before, and they're carrying it on here. 26-18 so far for TSM.
Manny trying to get through the front. He has just, he has been a gravitational well. Everything's been revolving around him here at Blue, but Gen.G not able to deal with him and then start to get pestered by the sides.
Oh my goodness, great. That was insane. The tech right there to slide, jump straight up in the air so you remain behind the pillar and then slide back out and then use a thrust as well. That is just gorgeous. And that's what makes Manny such an incredible player.
TSM, I think, found themselves something special. It not necessarily shows up in their online play.
Right.
This is very much a team that wants to prove themselves on LAN, and when you talk to them, they completely discount their online performance.
Yep.
They say that's different.
Yep.
When we come to LAN, we expect big things. They expect Sunday. That's just being brutally honest.
Yeah.
Like, you talk to them, they act as if Sunday is a guarantee.
Sunday, yeah, they act as if Sunday should be a thing, and it should with this roster. Again, the LAN environment, you know what comes with that, and what's so important is having that camaraderie between teammates. But KingNick answering back now. Wait a minute, it's not over. 3 down for TSM. KingNick with the camo.
KingNick played that just about perfectly. Now the only problem is Gen.G, no one swung back out towards that loop side. So TSM, they get a natural built lane. Having both controlled Nest and Glass, they're gonna 2-2 split here, and you're starting to see those splits are working in their favor. Gen.G, although they had control, right, they got a big 3 down because of not blocking out those tertiary spawns. You see the impact. Trade out, I mean, not even trade out kills. They completely stabilize.
I'm seeing stars, and it's not because I'm dizzy. It's because SoulSnipe has non-stop gotten perfects in the kill feed. 40-29 here, and it is SoulSnipe at the forefront of it all. 15, 5, and 9 so far for him as TSM crossed that 40-point mark.
Yeah, Mikey, this is great news for TSM. If SoulSnipe performs like this all weekend, this team is one of the scariest that you could potentially see. This is the team that, you know, the top 4 that's usually locked in. When they look at bracket play, they're like, okay, who plays the number 1 seed, who plays the number 2 seed? It's like, they do not want to see a TSM if they're going to play like this.
That's so good. A 16-10, a 12-7. Everyone playing really well on this TSM roster. 5 more kills, and they'll close out this game number 2. Pool A, and once again, heavily contested when you have Optic Gaming in the mix. Common, let's see what he can do here to bring this back. That perfect should set things up, but it's too little too late. 48 points, 2 more left.
It's just a matter of how, not if.
There it is, the first one goes in. 49, looking for that last kill right now. It's gonna be Druk, and he will clean it up. There it is, TSM 2-0 so far.
your flag. Enemy flag returned.
The first couple of games, but that flag never got home, and they will find themselves in an early lower bracket. A team that has massive upset potential will have to find their way back into a qualifying round through the hardest gauntlet possible.
It's so bracket. I'm sorry to interrupt. It's so funny how that curb slide looks when on screen. It looks like you're just sprinting. It looks like you're just running. Saw Breakingshot utilizing that. It's going to be a 2-0 lead, like you said. TSM, yeah, they're just looking to close it out here.
SoulSnipe, this is perfect positioning for him.
Goodness.
He lasers with that commando. One of the things that was not in Halo 5 was a rifle on that elbow side, and SoulSnipe is clearly comfortable with control in this rocket side. There is no one that has pressured him. Oh, KingNick, don't do it on spawn. That's okay, so SoulSnipe missed a couple shots.
Right, but that's the thing with KingNick is like he gets in your head because he consistently chows. 4 down, the flag will continue to run. That 1v1 doesn't matter whatsoever because TSM put the last flag in and they take the series in a sweep of 3-0.
And that 1v1's a great example of what it means to be like a sacrificial pawn, you know? And so that's a big challenge that SoulSnipe takes at the back base, but because the flag is out, right, and it's at the mid lane,
right,
all of that pressure is giving your team timing on the flag run, right? So if you have a flag that's already out and you're able to stall players on their spawn in base, it has huge ramifications down the line as to what's going to happen from there.